Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this month's November's Color Combo Challenge. This is a challenge that I do with Mr. Gareth from Creator Homology, my lovely friend Angie from AB Designs, and when he can, Mr. Tony from Kate's Crafty Cottage. So today, if you can take a look and guess what our colors were, they were rust or orange, purple, and yellow. So now that would have been perfect Halloween colors, but we're not making a Halloween card today. Oh no. So I decided I wanted to make a slimline card. Haven't made one yet. But I was looking around at the grocery store the other day and actually found a slimline card there and just ripped out my little handy dandy ruler thingy in my purse and I measured it and got the measurements from it, so that's what we're going to do. I know a lot of people have dies to make these. I don't have a die to make these, nor do I have, a way to get them right now. So our colors, like I said, are orange, purple, and yellow, and we're going to start with the orange, and that's going to be our base. And now a slimline card is the base part of it is 8.5 by 7. So let me move this out of the way. So all you're going to do is measure paper on the 11-inch side to 7. Okay. And then on the 8.5 side, that you're going to fold, on the 7-inch side, you're going to fold it over to create your base. Now that's going to be 3.5. So your card winds up being 3.5 by 8.25. And that's all there is to it. Don't really need a die. That's your slimline card. Now we're going to make a mat for it. So we're going to, now this mat's going to be a little different. So we're going to cut the mat at 3 and 3 3/8. And then we're going to cut it at 7 and, like I said, it's 7 1/4, 7.5. I think 7 1/4. Okay. Now, when you look at the mat, it's going to be way short on your card like this. And that's perfectly okay. That's what we want, okay? Because we're actually going to glue this part back down. Let me move this out of the way for a minute. So we're going to glue the top piece on. And I'll show you what we're going to do with it. We're going to come up here to the top and line it up. Okay? Now, we're going to take this piece and line the edges up so that it matches up. I'm going to come down a little ways until it's the proper amount of space you want on your card. And we're just going to glue the outside edges. We're going to make a card with a little gifty inside. A little thank you card, or a little card that says I'm thinking of you, or that I'm grateful for your friendship. Okay. So we're going to take this and line it up. I'm going to line this up on my grid so I can look at it. line it up so that it's even on all the sides. Okay. And then press down. So we got that part. Now, I think what I want to do is round my corners. Oof, it's so tough to do that. Try to do both sides at one time. Kind of hard. So let me do it this way. Okay. So now we're going to take that. We're going to take our cutting board out again and open that up. And we're going to take a piece of yellow paper. Where is my yellow paper? There it is. We're going to cut a 2.5 inch strip off. And we're going to cut it down to 7.5. Okay. Then we're going to take our orange paper that we have left off. This is the offcut from the 11 inch side of the paper. We're going to bring it over to 2.5. Actually, not 2.5, 2, just right above 2.5. And we're going to cut it down to 7.5, but 1/16 after that. So just a line right after 7.5. Okay. Then we're going to round the corners on one side. To match our card. Then we're going to lay this in here just like this. Kind of inset on here. So that we have a little bit of orange and a little bit of yellow. Yellow showing through. And then we're going to glue that together. Okay. Kind of line that up a little bit. Juice it over. Make sure it's all even. That wasn't punch good. Okay, there we go. So we have a pretty thick piece of paper now. Then, using our little stamp set over here, I'm using 2 of them. I'm using one called Fall Stitched Up, and the other one is called Blessings. And both of them are by May May. Okay? So, I'm going to use my little round stamping block here. And on this one, I'm going to stamp a little verse that says, "In everything give thanks." And I'm going to put the little reference on there. Put the reference on there. So I'm just loading my block up. And then there's a little sign on here with a little cross, and I'm just going to put it down there just like that. Get it all done at one time, right? Okay. And I'm going to be using this purple ink, pigment ink. It's by Studio G's, and this was gifted to me by my friend Angie. And it's a beautiful color. I was so pleased when I saw this. And since it's a pigment ink, I almost wanted to do embossing on it, but I did not have purple embossing ink. Okay, so we're going to come down about a third way down. And we're going to stamp that. Isn't that pretty? It just stamps so pretty. Let me grab my wipe this down. Okay, so that's done. So then what I'm going to do is take this little leaf here. Yeah, this one. And I'm going to be using some orange ink. And it's this one right here. It's my Ranger. It's called Goldfish. And I'm just going to put one right there. And maybe one right there. Okay. And then I'm going to use I used a bigger one on this one. Down here at the bottom, I think. Okay. I just think that's really cute. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to take my crocodile. You can use hole puncher. I'm going to use the smallest setting over here. And I am going to kind of line it up in the middle where I want it. Punch a little hole out. And then we're going to use some of this purple baking twine. And I'm pulling a good bit off because I want to have thicker strands. And all I'm doing is putting it together like that. And then doubling it over. I'm going to try to get it through the hole. Okay. Got it through my little hole. Spread these out so we can pull the bottom through like that. And I'm just going to cut just a little bit off. Alright. So that is going to actually slip in our little hole here. Like that. Okay, then we're going to take another piece of our yellow paper. And we're going to use a 2-inch scallop punch. Punch out a little hole. And we are going to use the phrase, where did I find it? Which one did I use? We're going to use the phrase truly grateful on it. And we're just going to center that in the middle. Okay. Alrighty. Let that dry a second. And then we're just going to take some foam tape. And this is the foam tape from the Dollar Tree, and I really enjoy using it. It really is good foam tape. Oh, I cut it just a wee bit too on this side. Okay. Bring our card back in. And we're just going to put that in the middle. And then we're going to do the inside of our card really quick here while my time runs out. Okay. We're going to cut another piece of paper that is 3 1/4. By 7 and no, not by 7, by 8, because 1/4 inch smaller is what I'm doing. We're going to round 2 sides so that it'll match our card, and then we're going to put that in there. Okay. And then I'm using the sentiment, "You are a beloved friend in all seasons." I'm going to stamp that on the inside with the purple again. I love this purple. It is so beautiful. And we're just going to come about 1/3 of the way down. Stamp that on there. And then we're going to use a big leaf at the bottom, just to tie in the leaves and the orange again, even though our background is orange. And I'm using the, which one am I using? I think I'm using this one right here. And we're just going to put that down at the bottom. And we're done. We're not coloring it in or anything. We're just going to leave it with the orange border. These stamps have been getting their work out too, because I've been using these to decorate my fall journal and stuff. So there we go. And that is a slimline card. Let me show you my prototype here I tried. Basically, it's the same thing. So you have your little bookmark in there. Here's this one. And then open it up inside. It's the same. Now, to mail these, you need a different size envelope. You need a slimline envelope. And the envelope that you're going to need is 9 3/4 by 3 7/8. Now, I'm not going to take the time to do a tutorial on how to make this, but you can make these with a piece of paper that is 7 3/4 this way by 10 1/4 this way. And if you'd like to see a tutorial on how I made these, please let me know down in the description box. See, they fit nicely in there. And if you don't put too much stuff on it, they mail just for a regular stamp. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please don't forget to check out the other ones. I will list their links down below in the description box for you. And if this is your first time visiting my channel, please think about go ahead and hitting that subscribe button. And don't forget to tap the bell so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you and have a blessed day.